Hey guys, so a quick video here comparing the C1 Compact, which is a very small Android smartphone, a new one here from Sony, which is a very impressive device because it's 4.3 inch, almost as small as the latest iPhones, which is 4 inch. That's why I want to compare it here against an iPhone today, and I'm probably gonna get this device pretty soon. Then I can do some real comparisons here. You can see on the press images here that it is having like water on top of it because it's a waterproof phone. Yes, as those other Sony Xperia Z1 phones. So we do have the iPhone 5S here, which we're going to compare it against. So start off here, there is a display difference, not super big, but 4 inch on the iPhones, the same as the last generation iPhone, the iPhone 5, versus a 4.3 inch display here, and a very impressive spec sheet here on the Android device. This device, the C1 Compact, is pretty amazing for those Android iOS users who doesn't want a big Android device, but still pretty packed with specs and be a pretty expensive device. Now, of course, you're probably gonna have to pay for an unlocked variant like $800–900, at least if you live in Europe. For the 5S and the C1 Compact, you can get for around $700 now when it's going to be unveiled, or yeah, and I might get it very soon, which is pretty insane here. So dust proof and water resistant, that's a big thing right there. Yeah, this is a big nice security thing there. You get a TFT display versus the LED backlit IPS LCD display here on the iPhone. Everyone knows that iPhones have amazing displays, but we could have a good thing here with the C1 Compact, which might not have the viewing angles problem that Sony Xperia Z and Sony Xperia Z1 phone have, because this one had the triluminous display, same it seems as maybe the Sony Xperia Z Ultra, which is amazing actually, because I hate my C1 and I hate my Sony Xperia Z because they have that poor viewing angles problem, and something that of course you don't get in iPhones. So hopefully they can fix that. And also a big difference here is the internal storage. So 16GB variants only here. If you talk about the internal storage, which is the place where you install apps and stuff, on the Z1 versus iPhones, there's well been tons of different ranges like 16, 32, and 64GB variants. You do though get one more gigabytes here in RAM, even though I don't think that's going to make a big difference. Big difference here is you get the 20 megapixel camera on the Z1 Compact versus 8 megapixel shooter only on the 5S. Of course, also a key difference here between these two devices is that you do get a fingerprint reader on the latest 5S here down at the bottom, so you can just put your finger there and it will scan it and you can unlock the device. Probably very good if you're wasted and you just want to unlock the device, you can't remember your code. And then again, of course, it's well being like exclusive, like gold colored variant and like a silver variant. The silver variant looks very similar to the white iPhone 5, but the gold color variant, which I haven't picked up, but that one looks pretty amazing actually. So if you want to flash in front of your friends and stuff, then yeah, that's gonna be pretty nice, I guess. If we go down and continue, yeah, camera part here. They both can record 30 frames per second, 1080p, no differences there it seems. No 2K recording here on the C1 Compact as you can on new devices like the Note 3. Both of course will get the latest version of their operating system, iOS on the iPhone, and Android, which is on 4.2 KitKat right now, and this one is going to be upgraded to that, which is great. So you have of course Apple's own chipset inside of the 5S, which runs pretty good, still lags sometimes, and the Apple A7 and then the Snapdragon 800 chipset inside of the C1 Compact, which is the same you would get in like the C1 and the Galaxy Note 3 smartphones. Dual core here only on the iPhone with 3 GHz, but it runs amazing. It runs amazing to be dual core, but Apple really should pull off some quad core and really remove exactly ever lag, because sometimes you can definitely feel it. That it's a little bit more smooth on Android with latest devices and latest software from what I've seen when you go quick in menus sometimes. Quad core here though, 2.2 GHz on the C1 Compact with probably Sony's latest UI, with the Adrian and 330 GPU, which runs amazing on GameLoft games. And then, I mean, we're not gonna talk, no one can compete against Apple in terms of gaming. They are amazing in terms of performance, never had a problem. PowerVR G64 430 quad-core graphics in the 5S. This runs amazing. Only bad thing though with iPhones is that they are so small still, so you can't really enjoy the experience like you want. That's just my opinion. You only get a 1560 milliamp battery inside of the iPhone 5S versus 2300 milliamp battery inside of the Z1. Even though I think Android drains a little bit more battery, I think overall here you're gonna get a better battery life on the Z1 compact. So there's definitely up to you to which you want to decide. But if you want to leave your feedback, then you can do so down below. So yeah, and I might get this Z1 very soon. Also, if you want to check out my links down below, get free apps and stuff, then I have links in description to that. Also, if you want to install the latest iOS beta on your iPhone, I also have links in description to that, so you can check it out. So yeah, quick video. Peace out.